Hi, my name is Ankit. So, yesterday one of my friends handed me over this. He says his younger brother received this as a gift at his birthday, and after 10 days of playing with it, it stopped working. So, he asked me if I can do something. So, that is what we're gonna do today. So, after a quick visual inspection, we can see that this truck has three DC motors, one for steering and two for the wheels. Hence, this is a four-wheel drive with the front and the rear pair of wheels sharing one motor each. That means all the four wheels are engaged with motors, so they all produce torque. And it has some really cool shock absorbers. I'm in love with the way they look and work. Jumping onto the RC, the transmitter inside the RC and the receiver inside the truck work on 2.4 GHz. That is the frequency at which they send and receive signals, and this is how they communicate. Okay, so let's see what is the problem. So I've turned it on, and as I try to drive it, it doesn't work. So that is the problem. The most common cause for this is that the transmitter or the receiver or both aren't fed power properly or sufficiently. In other words, the batteries are bad. But transmitters work on really less power as compared to the receivers. So I think we should start with examining the batteries of the truck. Okay, so this is the battery pack. I'll just take it out. Okay, so this one is a nickel cadmium 700 milliamp hour 4.8 volts battery pack. So let's test if this is working. I'll just use a voltmeter for it. So that is the problem. This whole battery pack must make at least 5 volts and this one is making just 0.8. So as we saw, the battery was real low on power and it went low to a point from which I think I won't be able to recharge it again. Anyway, I'll give it a shot. So I'll connect this battery pack to a USB, positive to positive, and negative goes on the negative. And then I'll connect the USB to a power source. So now I'll let it charge for like 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll see what happens and what we can do next. Okay, so it's been 3 hours since I left this battery pack to charge, and now I think it's time to check if the battery really charged up. Okay, so that's the problem. The battery isn't really charging. We need at least 5 volts for the truck to work. And I charged it for 3 hours and it still didn't charge. So the batteries are bad. Now just to confirm that it is entirely the fault of the battery pack, I hooked up a USB in place of the battery pack. Now I'll plug it into a 5 volt power source and we'll see if it works. Okay, we see the LEDs blinking. Now I'll turn the remote control on and let's see if it works. Oh yes, it works. Yeah, we were right. Okay, so we have a conclusion over here. The battery, they were dead, they were bad. So before giving this truck back to my friend and telling him that all he needs to do is buy a new battery pack, I decided to modify it and kind of have fun with it. So I've added of my 3.7 volts lithium ion batteries to it, so that is 7.4 volts. I've added them in series. So that is double the power, almost double the power what this RC truck needs. So that will probably mean we'll have more speed, more torque, and perhaps a high risk of current overload. Anyway, it's gonna be very exciting to see what really happens when you double the power an RC truck needs.